Alrighty, we are on. Welcome everyone to the 17th episode of the Total War Warlords tournament. Today we are once then doing land battles for these next 3 matches. 4 competitors from Kislev. We have the Daughters of the Forest, led by Mother Ostenkia. And from the High Elves, we have the Order of the Lore Masters, led by Teclis. I'm your host, Grover, and without further ado, let's go ahead and start things off. Looks like they are both holding their ground. Teclis moving up the, Terranok Chariots, I believe those are called? Yeah. I'm just gonna call them chariots. Stinkia moving her spiders across. Now the spiders are from the extended roster. They're not actually part of the Kislev roster per se, but they're part of Stinkia's starting army in campaign mode. So I just gave them to her. Yeah. I'm sorry. Is that a spell or is that just saying she? Okay, I guess she's an artillery piece. It's like the spiders are actually doing quite well in holding up the chariots and allowing Ostenkia to do a buttload of damage to them. Bolt throwers, though, opening fire on Ostenkia. Chariots have been routed. Chariots have taken a lot of damage. I doubt they'll be able to stay long in combat. Ostenkia opening fire, shattering the chariots. Looks like the ambushers in this The ambushers are taking quite a bit of damage from High Elf firing support there. Bolt throwers blasting some guys apart. The things in the woods flanking the High Elven forces, doing a lot of damage actually. Spiders are routed, however. Ambushers still opening fire into their lines. Mother Ostenkia also opening fire. Ooh, lots of damage to those spearmen. Things in the woods have taken quite a little bit of damage, but the High Elves have just been battered and beaten. Spiders returning to the field of battle they are already starting to absolutely slaughter. They are wavering, however, just a bit. Bolt throwers and fire support continue to go into the ambushers here. Looks like the ambushers over here have been broken and routing. Things are not going well. The High Elves have taken significant damage. They are firing into Ostenkia, who has lost a chunk of her health now. Her monsters just continue to hit and run the various High Elf units over here. Looks like we have a bunch of wavering. 2 units breaking and retreating now. Only the Sword Masters of Hovis remain. Ooh, big hit on the archers here. Sword Masters of Hovis taking quite a bit of damage. Another big hit on the archers. A lot more firepower going into them as well. And they are routing. Sword Masters have finally begun to rout. Ooh, another massive hit there. Teclis is in a bad position. A lot of monsters now running at him. Ooh, get flung around like a ragdoll. Ambushers opening fire into the spearmen, doing significant damage there. looks like these spiders over here have kind of disabled the artillery pieces for now. Stankia opening fire. Ooh, big miss, but it looks like we have a mass shatter. Teclis has forfeited the match. Stankia wins and moves on to round 2. Alrighty, we are now in our second match of the episode. For this match, from the Vampire Coast, we have the Pirates of Sartosa, being led by Orissa Saltspite. Or is it Arnessa? I don't really know. And from Norska, we have the Winter Tooth, led by Throg. So let's get this started. It would appear pirates are waiting for them to come, for their enemies to come into range. I don't have much in the way of melee at the moment. You're just gonna have to roll out. Oh! Looks like we are seeing some of the pirates beginning to open fire into those trolls there. Doing a bit of damage, actually. Over here, we're also seeing... It looks like they're firing onto Throg himself, doing a bit of early damage. Looks like we are already first blood, and it's troll blood. Another troll goes down on this side over here, and yet another one. These pirates, they're probably going to get slaughtered soon, but they are doing their work. They're shooting into the troll lines. More firepower. Throg is now at half health. Jeez. Pirates are insane when they actually want to do their jobs. Already we are seeing some trolls begin routing. These guys are trying to avoid melee, but I don't think that's going to happen with these marauders charging straight out. Throg has been routed. He hasn't been shattered yet, but... Oh! What just happened there? Not sure what happened there, but okay. Well dang, looks like the Scurvy Dogs got wiped out by Norse Ice Wolves. Ice Wolves now tearing into the rotten flesh of the deck gunners there. Things aren't... Bombs going in there. Oh, lots of damage. So that's probably what happened. The bombers did their job. Throg is now below half health, which is not great for him. More bombs going in there. Ice Wolves are wavering from the looks of it. Looks like over here, we have... Oh. So these guys are retreating because they're actually warlords. They're from the extended roster. Don't worry about it. Let's move Carl over here. Pirate range support continuing to pile into those trolls there. We are seeing these guys beginning to crumble, though. Orisa has lost a chunk of her health, but Throg is below a quarter of his and taking damage. Throg once again retreating, so with those trolls there. Honestly, the trolls are the most heavy-hitting thing, so the fact that they're doing so much damage means real fast is smart. Making sure that their heavy hitters can't do much in a prolonged fight. However, their ammo supplies are starting to run low, so they have to be careful. And that's the shatter. It's not a mass shatter quite yet, but Throg's men are now on a ticking time clock. There goes the shatter, full on shatter. Orisa Salt Spikes moves on to round 2. Throg has been knocked out. Alrighty, we are now in our third and final match of the episode. Our competitors are from Norska, the World Walkers, led by Wulfric the Wanderer. And their other opponent is from the Vampire Coast, the Drowned, led by Coistelia Dire. They have plenty of melee to defend their ranged units and some artillery support, so that's going to be really tough for the World Walkers to get past. Thankfully, they do have cavalry on their side, so they should be able to bum rush around. Oh! We're seeing some firepower going into those horses there. We're seeing some heavy casualties. Already, those guys are running. Over here, we're seeing a similar thing start to happen. Guns are opening fire onto the Norskins here. Looks like some Marauder horsemen with throwing axes are trying to get over here to deal with that artillery. They're getting pretty shot up, though. Ooh, yeah, they're out there. Looks like the Sirens have gone down to the Berserkers. That's one less unit for Wulfric to have to deal with. Cannons going into those horsemen there, providing artillery support. But the horsemen are also providing necessary range support for that side of the spear. Direfin is taking quite a bit of damage. She's almost at half, and now she's at half health as soon as I say that. Wulfric, not barely even a scratch on him. It's taking damage, but it's not enough. Looks like these horses have come over here to flank the undead lines, providing Sornex fire support. We are seeing some halberd deckhand mob with polearms here beginning to crumble from the prolonged fighting. Aren't going well. If I were Direfin, I would have had my ranged units continue providing range support until they ran out of ammo or slow. Looks like these Storynex horseman runners have now been shattered, so they ain't coming back. We're seeing quite a few units start to crumble over here, including Direfin herself. This could be a win here for Wulfric pretty soon. And there she goes, Wulfric automatically winning due to Lord Kill. And the rest of the army is quickly following suit. It's crumbling to the ground. Another horseman unit being shattered, but it really doesn't matter now. Wulfric moving on to round 2. That is gonna be it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next time. Until then, I leave you with the obligatory YouTuber spiel. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like the video. Ring the notification bell to get notified when new videos come out. And comment rooting for your favorite lord. Until then, this has been your host Grover, signing off.